Pete Hegseth isn't just unqualified to be Secretary of Defense. He's embarrassing, sick, struggles with alcohol, drunken rages in bars and strip clubs. Hegseth paid off a woman after she reported he sexually assaulted her.
Oh, Lincoln Project is back on it, family. Look, I'm just going to let you watch this one because this one's not going to move the needle. This is for us. So we're going to watch it. We're going to laugh. We're going to enjoy it. And I'm going to tell you why it won't move the needle afterwards. Just check this out.
America's men and women in uniform need real leadership at the Pentagon. Character, courage, honor, experience. Those are what a real leader brings to the fight. Pete Hegseth isn't just unqualified to be Secretary of Defense. He's embarrassing, sick, struggles with alcohol, drunken rages in bars and strip clubs, fired from 2 veterans organizations for financial and personal misconduct. While at Fox, Hegseth paid off a woman after she reported he sexually assaulted her. Pete Hegseth's own mother calls him an abuser of women. These aren't the qualities of a leader. They're weaknesses for our enemies to exploit. Pete Hegseth isn't just unqualified. He isn't just unprepared. Pete Hegseth is downright dangerous for our troops. He's a risk America can't take.
Perfect. You know what I love about it? What I love about it is it seems like they're the only people who aren't polite. Everybody else is reporting on the same story, but the CNNs and the MSNBCs are so polite about things that are impolite to talk about. Strippers, saying, drunkenness. Well, that goes to why it's not going to move the needle. Donnie Boy is already feeling it. He's under fire. He's keeping his mouth shut, looking towards a new person to fill the spot already, because this guy is crashing and burning, and there are a few people out there willing to be impolite for the first time in their daggone life, and I love to see it. Check this out.
Hegseth, how do you respond to the New Yorker article about you today? You misspent funds, mistreated women, were intoxicated on the job. Do you have any comment about that reporting at all?
Hey guys, not any questions.
A bunch of guys, kids.
Any comment about that reporting?
Lied to say they were 18, so they could be there.
Decided we meet with Coach. Appreciate the opportunity to talk to senators today. It's a great process. I respect it, and I look forward to it.
I'm glad y'all found my office.
It's like a gaggle in the locker room after
So that article suggests you have an alcohol problem. Do you have a problem with drinking or alcohol?
Let's go. See you guys. Let's go.
I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at that room that he's in. The room that were those people smiling and grinning like villains in their chairs. Who was that with him there? Yeah, Mr. Tubberville. See, he's had a long history of wanting to get rid of qualified people in the military. Remember this? Well, to hold up all of the people in the military that were getting their promotions, because he also sees the military as some sort of a used car, as a commodity to be traded. He doesn't see them as human lives. Neither does Donald Trump. These people are happy to have a Hegseth run the whole show because they don't think it's that important. They think it's like playing a football game. And while Tubberville was saying this about who's qualified and who's not, about who's being transparent and who's not, this is what Tubberville has to say about the guy who's full of SA accusations. When he says, oh, this was a long time ago. That was 2017. Oh, well, we leave the past in the past. This is what he has to say about people not being transparent. What did he say when he was asked the question again?
Mr. Hegseth, how do you respond to the New Yorker article about you today? You misspent funds, mistreated women, were intoxicated on the job. Do you have any comment about that reporting at all?
Hey guys, not any questions.
A bunch of guys, kids.
Any comment about that reporting?
Lied to say they were 18, so they could be there.
Oh, that's right. Nothing. Quiet.
Toughest of the tough, combat, steely-eyed veteran, and you've been appointed to be the Secretary of Defense of these United States. And then you run into trouble. What do you do? Well, if you're Pete Hegseth, you send mommy to the rescue. You are an abuser of women. That is the ugly truth. And I have no respect for any man that belittles, lies, cheats, sleeps around, and uses women for his own power and ego. You are that man and have been for years. And as your mother, it pains me and embarrasses me to say that, but it is the sad, sad truth. Truths written by mother to son. This isn't some kind of a dirty trick by the media. This isn't a threat from the New York Times. These are her words, her earnest words to her son. I know you think this is one big competition and that we have taken her side. Bunk. We are on the side of good, and that is not you.
Abuse, spousal abuse, abusive situations to women of all kinds. There's all types of accusations from the workplace to the donation center. All around Republican circles at Republican parties where he's taking money that doesn't belong to him and spending it on strippers who he thinks belong to him. Man, mommy's got his back though.
You're broken by your behavior and your lack of character. Mm-hmm. When you wrote that, what's the backstory? What was going on that made you so angry you wanted to write that?
Well, I will tell that story in a moment, but let me make two statements first, and one is to President Trump. And I want to say thank you for your belief in my son. We all believe in him. We really believe that he is not that man he was 7 years ago. I'm not that mother. And I hope people will hear that story today and the truth of that story. So the other thing I want to say is I am here to tell the truth. To tell the truth to the American people and tell the truth to the senators on the Hill, especially our female senators. I really hope that you will not listen to the media and that you will listen to Pete.
Tell me again why you wanted Joe Biden not to pardon his son and leave them in the hands of these people. Leave his fate in the hands of these monsters. I'm waiting. Yeah, anyway, leave a like, leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think about that.
Follow us on all these things you see here, and our link tree is in the description. Maybe even get some merch.